Howdy do, YouTube. Time Find here. I just want to say thank you very much for 200 subscribers. Yippee! Now you're probably wondering a couple things. One, who the hell is this random guy appearing on my YouTube Shorts feed, or my YouTube Live feed, or my YouTube feed in general? Hi, I'm Sean. I'm an Irish 23-year-old who has been live streaming on and off for 5 years, and I do mean on and off. And only recently have I been trying to actually upload things on my channel kind of consistently. Yeah. Speaking of being kind of consistent. Yeah, I know I'm late. At the time of recording, I'm currently at 213 subscribers. So already 13% of the way there to 300. Woo! And you're also probably wondering, why 200 instead of 250? Well, you see, years ago when I was 11, all the way back in 2012, I had another YouTube channel, also called Type and Find, but there was another name that I will not mention. I uploaded some very cringy content on it, you know, for the age I was. And honestly, I'm glad it's kind of all forgotten. I ran the channel up until about 2016, and right before I had to get rid of it due to some Google Plus issues, it roughly reached about 200 subscribers. So this milestone's a lot more personal to me, which means I've beaten my younger self. As Dutton said on stream recently, I didn't peak in high school moment. Yeah, so I just want to say thank you all for that. I also wanted to announce this month is going to be spooky month, so you're going to notice some changes over on the live streams. Nothing major, just a couple small things. And I'm also going to be doing a FNAF series, because I've never played them before. That's right, I'm going to be uploading YouTube videos of the whole FNAF series. Well, as far as I can get anyway in the time I have. So expect those. Most likely when I'm gone away, because I'm going to be away from live streaming from the 12th till the 23rd of October. So I might upload them then for the week and a half I'm gone. But otherwise, regular scheduled content. And yeah, I just want to say thank you all for all the support over on the shorts, the live streaming, and the YouTube videos that I haven't uploaded in so long. Now you're probably wondering, why is this video so long? Welcome to Katawa Shoujo. I made a promise on a charity stream a little while ago, and by a little while ago I mean like a little over 2 months ago, that I would play whatever game people who donated a certain amount of money wanted me to. Now, I played some on stream already, but I did say I would turn this into a YouTube video, and here I am now. You're finally getting around to it. I don't know anything about this. I just know it's a visual novel, and I don't know how to play visual novels. So, this is going to be interesting. I don't know how long I'll play it for, but I'll give it a go. Yeah. So, Soren, if you're watching this, I finally got round to it. Because, my excuse. The fundraising campaign literally ended yesterday. So, up until yesterday, you could still donate. That's the excuse I'm going with. Anyway, let's start the game. Oh, it's snowing. This can't be Ireland. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. Yeah, this is a high school one, I think. Actually, I think I'm remembering now. Yeah, this is a high school about disabled kids, I think. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Oh god, I gotta give voices. I don't know how you say that name. Hisao? I don't know. I'm gonna call it Hisao. Just how long am I expected to wait out here? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. Ah, yes. The note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. Oh, is that me? Oh, I'll just voice myself then. As far as cliches go, I'm more a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently fall from the white painted sky, are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time is slow to a crawl. The rustling of snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Hi! Hisao, you came? A hesitating, barely audible question. Oh, hi, Hisao, you came. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper into a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Oh my god! It's... Oh god, I'm so bad at names. Iwanako? Iwanako? Yeah, Iwanako. Yeah, sure. Iwanako? I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line and that was the result? Pathetic.
Yes, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it.
A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't give a single muscle. I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried. Oh. Am I having a heart attack? My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself. Is this a horror game? Have I been lured into playing a horror game? It's too quiet. So, here we are, out here in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwanako flinches ever so softly against the gust of the wind. As it passes, she rights herself as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. Prolonged eye contact. All the while, the anxious beating of my own heart grows louder. I'm gonna try and get through the dial a little quicker. My throat is tight. I doubt I can even force a word out if I tried. I don't know, man. I'm forcing out a lot. You see... I wanted to know... if you'd go out with me. Oh, I said words? I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Oh, that wasn't me. I can't read. Why am I playing a visual novel when I struggle to read?
He's out!
I reach up to try and massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms.
Sao? You're gonna pass away on me?
My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. The forests are red.
He's out!
The beating in my chest suddenly stops. I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky. Iwanako running towards me, all these fade to black. The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. Oh no. I passed away. This is such a sad ending. This is a great visual novel. Thank you for suggesting this to me, Soren. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I'm dead? Oh no, we reached the intro. Oh god. Katawa Shoujo. God, I'm gonna mess up all the names. Inspiration from writing. Anonymous to do or Suriko. I'm not gonna read these fast enough, am I? Editing. Kagami. Lost Tarot. Silent Cook. Blue 123. Nicole Marfi? Amarfi? So evidently I'm in a hospital. I must have really actually had a heart attack. You know, I was like 50% joking about it. Evidently I was spot on. God, I sure hope I wake up with no disability. I'm memeing on the game, but I've never played a visual novel, and I'm not one to watch anime much myself, so apologies if me memeing on it seems a little mean-spirited. It's not trying to be. I just, suppose I'm a little embarrassed reading. I was never good at it. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia? Arrhythmia. A strange word, a foreign one, alien one that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition, it causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. This is a miracle it's able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it's supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up, though. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. I had already had a full day then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began to trickle down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards of flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Ooh. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Yuanaka was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. I never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel so uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way. But he told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So I idly observed the scar that the surgeries had left on my chest, slowly changing its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of an omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shovels around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching the TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small snack at a time. After consuming them, I go back for more. I found out I liked reading. I think I even became a bit addicted to it. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. But I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly hard to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. I felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass. I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week would go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness, though the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. Through, not though. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot at the heaviness in my chest. And the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. That only happened rarely. And I couldn't even cry. God damn. Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I'd last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. It might be. You might be getting out, bud. Or me. There's this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make a point of pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks at me in the eyes for a moment. Hello, Hisao. How are you today? Oh.
Hello, Hisao. How are you today? My name is Dr. Iplier.
I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him.
I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now. With some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription.
The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? It's fine. You get freedom now, even if it is with some strings attached. Some that is a lot of medication. You're rivaling me, but no. Actually, no, you're way past me. The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I tried to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life every day.
I'm afraid that's the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years.
Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if you hadn't said anything at all.
Also, I've spoken to your parents. We believe it would be best for you if you don't return to your old school.
What?
Please, calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say.
Oh, that was my dad. Calm down! Calm down? The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever my concern shows is ignored.
We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamakuke Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students.
Disabled? What? Am I?
It is 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes away from a highly regarded general hospital. Wink, wink. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby.
Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby such a selling point.
Of course, that's only if you want to go, son. But your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went there and had a look a couple weeks back, and I think you'd like it. Yeah.
Looks like I really don't have a choice in this situation, do I?
Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education.
This is an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity.
Well, you see, you'd be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school. Well, it's not the same one.
Special school, that is. An insult. That's what I want to say. It's a step down.
I know what you think. Is that what you think? All of the students...
I can't do his dad's voice anymore. I've already forgotten it.
All the students are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need little help in one way or another, son. Your father's right. And many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. Now, do they? One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate themselves.
I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by a disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me, but what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny, I'd always thought my life was actually kind of boring, and now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no, I don't say anything. The fact is I know it's futile. I look around the room feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, the doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that makes me feel any better. There really isn't a choice, I know this. But the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. Clean slate isn't a bad thing after all. It's all I can think of to get me through this. At least it'll have something, even if it is a special school. It's still something. It's a fresh start. My life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try it and see what my new life will look like.
Oh no, the light's taking me.
And so the game finally begins. I've only been recording, 16 minutes. Good, not a long intro. Act 1, life expectancy. It's always a good Act 1. Why do I get the feeling this game's going to end very sad? Oh, the gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled to a hole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. At least I'm not in a hospital bed anymore. So I walked towards the main building of Yamako Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The ground's incredibly lush, filled with green. Didn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park. A clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cooked grass and all the other park-like things. What's that clean and hygienic pop in mind? It makes me shudder. Shake them off and stay open-minded. It's my new life. Gotta take it as it comes. It is what it is. That's what I tell myself. Few buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school in the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I can anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension, an alien one. The trees hum with the wind and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. Makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green because the green is a calming color. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprised myself by realizing the gate bothered me. It's the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there's absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with bad posture notices me. Oh, that's a good point. I need to sit up properly. Oh, get some good posture myself. We're really people in this lobby, so it's only logical. You must be... Nikki? Nakai. Ah, so you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and... I sound like his dad now. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muto. Welcome. Exchange a handshake that's neither firm nor sloppy. He looks at his watch. The head nurse asked for you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Should I go later then? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're probably already waiting. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Someone not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost missed what the teacher's saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't it normal to do? Of course, but not everyone likes to be at the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right, no, it's no problem. Let's go then. I'm gonna give everyone the same voice, haven't I? My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps making me think about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Mood opens the door and enters. Oh my god, that's a painting. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step. I know that. There isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around. Partially as I won't have to meet the curious gaze of my new classmates. Well, some of them are not looking at you, so I guess that's helpful. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling's usually high, and there's unusually high, and there's lots of space left over around in between the desks.
Is there? Is there? Is there?
An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high, old-fashioned windows only makes it seem larger. Students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a small shelf underneath, with books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. Reminds me of my school. My old school. Stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students of any other school. Then why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. Only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's just a little jarring. Ooh. Oh, I'm trying to spot it now. No. Don't think I can. Oh, no. Maybe. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone's looking at me. I go with really long, straight hair that's perfectly eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it'll make her invisible. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motion sign language. She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to wherever she was doing. She's kind of cute. So is the cherry-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. Oh, these two. Probably. Right. She's really hard to miss. Don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands. And so does everyone else, except one girl in the front row. There was only one hand. I cringe a little, but wow. Wow, dude, low blow. But by bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Isao Nakai. Hi. After that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along with everyone, even though I'm a new student. After all that, being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing though, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied even with the little I said though. A few girls are whispering to each other, even throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. Listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. First row girl claps on this round with one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. Makes me feel a little bad. Brother. We're going to be doing some group work today. So that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me, man. Oh. God, I stopped doing the voice.
That's good. You can work with hacker.
You know, if I ever have to do a lot more reading in videos or live streams, I'd like to imagine I would improve.
That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know, and who else would be able to do that better? Am I right?
How am I supposed to know? Teacher passes the day's assignments and answers that we'll be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. This just seems to catch my helpless expression.
Oh, right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi.
It's a cherry girl. She calls her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I'll take a seat next to her by the window. And she does have gold eyes. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter.
It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. She-chan.
2 C's. Ah, it was the other girl. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. Looks like she's been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. Nice. Good job, buddy. She has short, yet carefully, neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of her dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. Hey, it's nice to meet you. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. She's gonna be my favorite character just because I don't have to voice her. I swear to wonder if the teacher is messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you? I can see you're a little confused.
I see you're a little confused, right? Right. But I understand. Why'd you think I was Shi-chan? Shi-chan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too, by the way. So you're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have been standing there for no reason, right? Right? Seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew he was going to be a new student. We didn't know you'd be here today. So soon, He-chan, right? He-chan? Yep. It fits, doesn't it?
It's just proud. I never liked that nickname. Oh. Man, can I not read? Oh my god, did I just blank a whole sentence? I don't really see how.
It fits you. You look just like I imagined. You look just like a He-chan to me.
I wonder why everyone seems to think that. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. She seems a little overwhelmed.
Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. You probably have to go for me, though. You like the school? I know you've only been here for like 5 minutes, but, you know, we can show you around if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it.
Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that'd be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came through to class today.
That's no good. You should always try and learn as much as you can about where you're going before you get here, dummy. It's not just with school either. You wouldn't want to like wander to like a random building, would you? Anyways, even if it's always a trip to convenience store, you should always be careful. Really, Shi-chan? Huh? God, you're so funny, making me translate this.
Never mind, you're going. I guess I didn't bother to do that. Or I just didn't care enough to do so. I'm literally like, what, 15 in this? My parents probably, they literally checked out the school ahead of time. I look forward to this, even though I committed myself to going along with it half-assedly. But anyway, I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? Seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over my seat and giving up. Both of them were smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deep.
You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needed. Stop looking like you just failed a test, goddammit.
All right.
Ah, and another thing, you don't have to call Shi-chan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shi-chan. God, it just makes it easier.
Oh.
Ah, okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would probably be a little more appropriate, right? Right?
Oh.
Yep, Shizune's fine. You can tell by the look at her face.
Huh. Okay, that'd be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly. So I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all business. Just because of the glasses, isn't it? It's just because of the glasses. But she still seems like that, so just less, I guess.
Alright, I haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shi-chan will get mad.
Assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class.
Ah, that too.
Shizune glares at us impatiently. I don't need to sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message.
After class, we can take you around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, so you alright with that?
Class sounds actually very challenging to get through. Many aspects are both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finish in a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class. Despite our late start, Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. Tell me about it, man. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about it. Oh yeah, we're doing a 3-person assignment. I already forgot that part. Oh god, I'm gonna have to hear that so often now. Oh no! It's 6 a.m. The clock bell tower rings, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without anything else to do, I follow Misha, who's beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We ascend even lower into the lobby where I meet Muto down to the bottom floor. I'll go until like the next scene after this one, probably. Okay, you know what I mean, like if we go outside or whatever. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. It's big windows to the courtyard towards the main gate.
This is the cafeteria.
An enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare. But Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realized that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets, so there's only like 3 things. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the ends of the patients. My god, am I sour. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food, I'd rather not eat. Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I'm trying to eat here, woman. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite.
You want to know something?
What?
About anything. We're your guides. You should ask if there's something.
Wow. Straight to the point. Actually, this would make sense for my character, so I'll ask about library. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? They've got really into reading books, so I'd like to check it out. She gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby. But then picks up her smile again.
There is. It's in the 2nd floor. We can show you sometime.
Thanks. I turn to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth, very animatedly. I said adamantly? Throwing sideway glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about the secret girl stuff or something. I should have given her that voice. I quickly noticed the conversation sign is not enough to fill a silence. Okay. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. Dark-haired girl I noticed before slumped over the desk at the last row. Oh, sorry. I'm not blocking the way. I forgot we're over here this time. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat, and I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning to stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm just wondering about her. Even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange again. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body really doesn't. Towards the end of class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. Shouldn't be as tired of my first day of school. Maybe it's a long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me.
Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, He-chan. We gotta hurry up already since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it.
Oh, wait, the teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go?
Is that so? Well, we can at least show you that much, I suppose. God, you're so goddamn needy. Come on, the nurse is at their own building. We gotta have to go outside.
We join the flow students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out the senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, I read that so quick. When we get outside, the girls make their way to a smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style and it actually looks like it's part of the main building, but it's not.
So this is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurse offices. They even have a swimming pool in there.
How is that official?
Don't be silly, He-chan. It's for physical therapy. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? But we gotta get going. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that's nothing to do with the actual education? Guess it's necessary for a place like this. Ever heard of PE? Physical education? Huh? Oh, God. This looks like I've been in this hallway before. I walk in, hoping that this really is only a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text, head nurse, and a nameplate. A voice from inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around in his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there's at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on his desk. Oh, God, what accent do I give him? Oh, come on, think of something. Hello! Oh, no. Hello there! What can I do for you today? He's looking sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smells. Well, it sounds like I'm gonna have a boss fight. God damn, what is this music? Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who's heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes, I am. The door says it, no? Huh. You can call me by my name or the nurse, just like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I should probably grab his extended hand. Bruh. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm the new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up revelation. He snaps his fingers. Ah! Oh, you're that Nakai. Oh, maybe I should have done like a... Well, I've already kind of done that. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia, related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? That voice suits him so much better. He gestures me to sit in the distant vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yeah? Good. Well, you've been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of medical facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. Ha! This joke feels out of place. I'm thinking why he even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird if so many medical people out of school. You'll get used to it. I'm not sure that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now let's just find your file again. When searching for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of paper around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate floor, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on 4 walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day in all the food groups. Drink water. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already know the medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, and it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? Good to his own joke, but I don't know. Well, I play soccer occasionally with some classmates. All right. I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you to refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh, yeah. It took a bit of a long time to realize that, but my lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow. But really, I'm not too bothered by him for forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport. I just had something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by sudden concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I was nervous. Sets up the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression at first. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. With physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't really think you need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even a light jog. Jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe? I don't know. There's a pool here. You like pools? So I was told. You were! Very good. God, you're dry, kid. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. You need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks, and take care of yourself. Okay. Goes over my papers one more time, sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good, that's it then. Come see me if you ever need something. I rushed it out the door before I even realized it. Quick visit indeed. And it's standing in front of the main building in the auxiliary building. Although, to my eyes, they still look like one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school going towards the gates of the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going, and I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. But then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The wariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms. It's a little part away from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms. Shrubbery, flowers, the overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside for so long. Dorm room, stick man. The dorm room building is big and made of red brick just like the others. It feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward going inside. Take more time necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Hey, flip it around. 911. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators to the end of the hallways. Poke my head around the corner of the common room doors. Inside are a few students watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back on the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. Climb the stairs up to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off in the main hallway. Each of these minor hall seems to have a toilet and shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy one room 19. Nameplates in the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello? Is anyone home? So that I hear a few movements, and then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. For a moment, the door squeaks open. A bespectacled boy is standing in the hallway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Who is it? Oh, nasal voice. Hold on. Here. No, that's me doing all the same voices. God, I can't. Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have glasses if he wasn't? He's closer to me till our nose is almost touching. Spreads sticks of garlic. He sounded okay. Moving into the room next, so I thought I should introduce himself. His face suddenly brightens. Realization. He stands back up, thrusting his hand out, a smiling greeting, almost straight to my diaphragm. Sup, dude? My name's Kenji. Hi. Take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement. There are some suspicious looking people going in and out of your room earlier. Yeah, I sound like an old man. Probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because there could have been some other people too. Can't judge a book by its cover. Instead of place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough it's probably my parents. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, you sound. Me? I don't think I can trust the chances, personally. Nah, I'm not sure. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? I think about this for a while. Yeah, that's a wise decision, actually. I'm gonna go. Damn, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? Oh, not smart. squints his eyes and leans closer. I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, doesn't matter. That he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal, like my hospital was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. It seems like there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, He-chan, we've packed your things. Even my parents call me it. Hi, He-chan, we've packed your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. Kind of hoped I would have. I would have. But then there would be nothing to do. Something to do. I don't know. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing to do. Oh, I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. That's this urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming and for the entire day too. I still think I am. Damn, maybe I have to distract myself somehow so I don't have this unnatural feeling all the time. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the goddamn library. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Books will make me feel better, but for now, sleeping time. The bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick one up and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Nisa Nakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Doesn't really say that, but just as well. It's kind of twisted having a life dependent on chemicals like this. I resent it a little. What choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle. Being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain. After that, I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time until my eyes slowly drift away. Nope, I'm still awake. Slowly, it doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable and warm, and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. So the lighter shades of darkness that the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night. What? Soon the lighter shaded darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Beautiful! And so, that was day 1 of Katawa Shoujo. I think I'm going to leave the game there. Oh. Yeah. I think I'm going to leave the game there. That was a very interesting 40 minutes. If for some reason you guys would like another one of this and you somehow are able to put up with my terrible reading skills and my terrible voicing of characters, then let me know down in the comments below. And thank you again so much for 200 subscribers. This is certainly an interesting way to celebrate it. But hey, I'll be celebrating it. Well, I have been celebrating it over in the live streams, which you can catch every day on this YouTube channel. But if you want to interact properly, twitch.tv/typeandfind. Also available on TikTok too. In case you, I don't know, I won't judge you because you want to go over there. But anyway, take care everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye! I'm stealing outros now. Isn't that funny? Editing me here. I just want to say thanks again so much for 200 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. And hey, if you made it this far, comment down below 101. At least I'll know you made it to this part of the video. See you guys next time. Yes.